All right, folks, welcome back to another episode here of the Germany, the Cultural Union run, where we fed Brittany to right about 1,000 development, I'm sure. And after this war, I'm looking forward to handing him off more provinces, which will be more dev. And Brittany should become a cultural union here over all of the French region, and that's a check mark. All of the France is going to be accepted culture now. We did conquer some of this last time, and I'm going to be holding on to it as much as I'd like to give it to Brittany. I'm also going to boost autonomy here so that they don't experience rebels, and then I'm going to just go ahead and do some harsh treatment considering how ridiculously cheap it is right now to get our absolutism back up. Just go ahead and do some of this. Here we go. We've got one ticking absolutism, one yearly ticking absolutism, so it's no big deal. But we did begin a large war. One of the look how much these guys reinforced since our last episode. Tons and tons and tons of Ottoman troops here. So hopefully we're going to be able to smash him, just how we have been, to continue smashing him. And yeah, I'm looking forward to feeding the Iberia, the rest of Iberia, including these islands, to Spain this episode, as well as that we have no truce with Portugal currently. But he's actually being completely occupied by Tunis, so whether we'll actually be able to achieve that, I'm not sure. We will find out. That seems totally safe to me. Just going to stack wipe him there. And then he's pulled off of this garrison, so we did stack wipe him there. This is now a defensive battle. And we stack wiped him there again. Get annihilated. Again, to reiterate from last episode, there might be some banging outside. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it or not, but it's just fireworks. So we dropped a lot of his troops there. About 60k have been wiped off the map, as we are just so much more powerful than him. German ideas with the 10% infantry combat ability is superior to the Ottoman 5 discipline. And Western units at this stage of the game are actually stronger than, it's revenge, as his Muslim units are much stronger in the beginning of the game, but not any longer. Our units are stronger. But then, of course, he's gone quantity, and we've gone for uber quality. So we're able to rip him to pieces. Okay, on the 8th, I'm trying to synergize this nicely so that we get a stack wipe here as well. We rolled a 6-6 general in the previous episode, which is going to be really nice for these kind of engagements. And I will garrison Ragusa. I will also garrison Athens, that was released last episode, because... did I say garrison? I don't even know what I'm saying. Influence. Man. It's late for me, as usual, recording when I can. Don't even know what I'm saying. My memory is like a sieve. A sieve. It just sifts straight through. Regardless, I'm interested to see if we just straight up offensively attack him. Stack wiped. Stack wiped like nobody's business. Too easy, Ottomans. Now we're pushing onwards for 100%. Or near it, 95%. We could, I suppose, take even more Greek provinces for Greece. If I can click them. There we go. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Oh jeez. The Mamelukes are looking appeasing, eh guys? I might go over my relation slots because we've got plenty of Diplo points, but I might go for the Diplo vassalization of the Mamluks. That reconquest is insane. That looks like a bit of an opportunity if I ever have seen one. Yeah, so I should really push for some... Okay, let's make sure I'll Sieger is here. We should really push for some occupations. Because it's going to take, unfortunately, a long time at this rate to get 100% war score cost. These are looking really, really vulnerable, these general-less stacks. So let's see if we can stickity stack wipe them. Oh, nice. Spain's whooping his butt at sea. Let's go and try to assist. In fact, I would like to at least sit here. Spain's got the right idea. So that we don't have to worry about him swinging around and sieging all of the stuff. Now we know our assets in the Balkans are safe. This is going to be painful on my attrition rolling around together like this, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Trying to mobilize these guys to actually participate in combat. Right, we're doing a lot better in killing his enthusiasm nowadays, and I'm interested to see what happens over in Portugal. You're still finding it out with Tunis? No, no. Ah, so Tunis kind of reconquered North Africa, but Portugal's looking open for the taking. Just absolutely butchering the Ottomans with ease. Alright, and the Austrian truce is up. So that's definitely something worth considering. At war as well. Now I'm interested in some of these buildings like that, but we need to unlock the counting house. The counting house is going to be big. Really, really big. Now also, I completely missed Ratibor, the fact that there's coal there without building a university. I'm going to do the same thing here. I think pretty much coal should be our priorities at this stage. So of course, Krakow is just so, like, we're not going to develop that anymore. But we might develop this one. Sweden's in the coalition. Yeah, unfortunately there's a little bit of a coalition brewing. Okay. I'm being a bit reckless. The Ottomans' best chance of defeating us here is with the -2 rolls, if he's able to pile in reinforcements, but best chance blown. You're nothing. These forts, I'm going to try to blow through them as quickly as possible for the same reason. Kiev's doing a good job blockading. Let's not worry too much about it. Now, did I lose the heavy ship? I did. Okay. I'm going to build some heavies. We need to be able to overcome England, guys. Jeez, man. Just saying that makes me uncomfortable. It's always a pain. So I want to smash these down. Because we're pushing for a tremendous amount of war score, and unfortunately, due to his allies, it's going to be quite painful to get this war score. It's going to be a long war as usual. Nice. But that's a good start. Who did that for us? Who's doing work? Oh, it's Fog. I think it was Brittany. We white pieced Venice last episode and our truce is up already. That's good. Our subjects are doing a pretty good job just distracting them, guys. Who is Russia fighting currently? Ming. Ming's attacking Japan. Interesting stuff. This is our best sieger here. And I currently have 5 stacks. I don't like having odd numbers, but it is what it is. Alright, admin needs to be spent, so I'm going to do that in developing areas. Oh man. The burgers need to be more happy, guys. So are any of these trading areas? I don't think so. Oh man, this is quite ugly to... Here we go. It's difficult. The interfaces, boys, the interfaces is just so extreme. So, what do we want to develop? I mean, it's admin. There's no harm in doing some admin here to... See, that's fine. Make sure we can do more production. But I'm thinking I'd like to give some love to just some German stuff in general. Like Franconia. Now Nuremberg is fairly highly developed already. Alright. What's going on here? This is looking a bit sketchy with his numbers. That is dry lands. We should be fine. I'm being so reckless, I recognize that, but it's quite fun. And it's actually relatively fast. So I think things are... I'd like things to pick up the pace a bit here. It's become obvious with that kind of reveal that we can achieve what we want to achieve. It's just a matter of whether we can really pull off these unions. We're going to have to try to PU Greece and the Crimea, and then finally Georgia. This is Europe as well, guys, so yeah, I'd like to PU Georgia. Those are going to be the clutch things. Also, yeah, I think we have enough culture acceptance slots that theoretically I could kind of accept most of the North. So we don't have to desperately worry about PUing anybody. We also have the potential, as long as we're pragmatic, to just use traditional... We could go over our diplo relation slots, but just subjects like this. As long as we do it wisely, we can just have them accept cultures. So I think we've definitely kind of proven that this is a success, this run. It's doable, and we will do it. But it's really, really dragging on, so let's just get it done at this stage. I remember saying if we can do all of North Africa and the Holy Lands, etc., that would be bonus points, but I think mostly for the purposes of tedium, I can't really be bothered, guys. With that one. The Mamluks here are interesting, because we could give him... We could accept Syria, none of that is in Europe technically, but by just reconquesting, obviously he fully accepts Egypt, and he will fully accept Syrian and more. but we would have to, geez, the coalition's growing quite dramatically. We would have to PU them to ensure the acceptance, so I don't think I'm willing to do that. But I still think maybe he's worth our relation slot. And what we might find, much like Brittany, we might find that he just accepts some cultures, like Syria. What would that leave? Tunis, Berber, Algerian, and Moroccan. It's definitely possible now I think about it, without too much difficulty, to actually get those bonus points. It's definitely doable. We are just obliterating the Ottomans, man. I'm not even paying attention to this war. What's going on up here? He's not even managed to siege down one fort, although it looks like he will siege it down. Nice. So that's 97. I think we're going to go for 99. I did intend, and I am going to be going for Diplo ideas, guys, this run. I always intended to do it. Somebody asked me, why didn't I go for Diplo ideas? Well, firstly, as I don't spend a tremendous amount of time researching like other people do, the dev diaries, I don't keep up to date with all that kind of stuff, and I understand the downside of that, guys, but the reality is that I could be prideful and I want to be perfect and so on and so forth, but I just don't have the time. It's not like I'm sitting here and trying to educate all of you guys or whatever, right, or tell you guys what's up. I'm just doing... just playing the game myself, and that's how I learn. That's how I learn, is by playing. And sometimes people tell me what I'm doing wrong, and I'm completely open to that. Here we go. Burgers. So just keep that in mind. I'm about to lose my train of thought, digressing into something and then playing the game all simultaneously. There's a reason I talked about that. Ah yes, the changes. So I was under the impression, due to my friend telling me, just word of mouth, that you had 3 free policies of each type here. But I think I actually misunderstood him, as opposed to he had wrong information. He means you have 3 total free policies. I was a little bit reckless with my idea choices, just in general, because I was under the impression that we would just be able to be grabbing these policies, as opposed to just one. But with that in mind, all of our stuff is ultimately going to serve the purpose, and the aggressive expansion was beautiful. I don't really regret my initial idea choices, but I love Diplo. I absolutely love Diplo. And we're going to be picking it up in the late game anyways. I think by the time we got this aggressive expansion, we were already being aggressive, if I recall correctly. So maybe Diplo was the way to go, but I'm just going off memory now. Oh, those are mostly galleys. Did we capture any? No. See, I don't want to suffer a casualty. Let's look, 66, okay. One more day. He retreats first, so be it. Let's heal up. Yeah, we'll be picking Diplo up for multiple reasons, but you can see here that the relation slots, guys, they're going to be key for us to actually achieve our goal. I need to hire more mercs now. We're losing a lot of mercs. It's going to compel me to not shift consolidate so much. Shift consolidating obviously helps you win the battles. That's why I do it. But in this kind of circumstance, if I'm just rolling over my opponent, I might just give them a military advantage so that I don't have to reinforce in that manner when the mercs die. Oh man, the Ottomans getting absolutely smashed at sea as well. Good stuff. Of course we didn't catch the ships there. I think you need an admiral to capture ships. I often do that. Don't use an admiral because I'm trying to use a leader, and then I'm like, did we capture ships? I think we captured ships here because of Kiev's general, but I might be just completely mistaken. Don't know. Alright, this coalition is quite frustrating. More French rebels, eh? Peasants. So, how are we doing well on Diplo? We genuinely are. I'm gonna guarantee the MEMS. We're basically gonna begin going over our relation slots, unfortunately, but of course, I intend to cancel some relations here. So it's not that big of a deal, because the intention... Italy is one of those guys where there's just so many... Italy is a good cultural group to be in, and it's a bad culture to deal with. Obviously, the Naples has been destroyed, but because even though the dev is high, they're honestly pretty weak individually. Now, that's not an issue if you are Italian and you get the Union. And hopefully we can have Savoy be Italian, which he is, but gain the Union, right? That's what we're going for. Wait, what? 1,000? Roads. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. It won't take us long to get roads. Once this falls, I'm going to use my Siege 4 General. Let's do 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mercs, and group it up with that stack. That makes my life easy. Cool. That event almost seemed like it was the Empire nations. Now there were some that weren't, like Kiev, inside the Holy Roman Empire, who just decided to be mad at me, mad haters. Okay, I would suggest that we're getting close to being able to peace them out. Okay, my general, go inside friendly territory so I can use it on roads. This guy's in the mountains. Are you insane? Killer? Are you insane? Yep, he's insane. You would fight me in the mountains? Are you insane? Let's have a look. Close. Okay, so what about... I'm wondering about standing on that and then blockading him. We might just be able to peace out now. We just got ticking war score, I noticed. Let's go blockade the coast of Alexander. That'll do it. We don't need to block Alexandria. Right, nice. Nice, nice, nice. No truce time. We're not going to do that. We're going to peace out. Beautiful. Now, there's a few things we need to do here while we're at peace, and by a few, I mean quite a lot. Brittany, we're going to give you... You should be able to take most of it, right? Most of France. 51. So this is Flemish. We're going to own that. Standard. Wallonia is going to be one of the sort of ugly... It's going to be territoried, basically. But that's to be expected. Wallonia is quite fitting to be that way. Divided. And now, if I'm not mistaken, this is the only French area which he will ultimately have, but we're waiting until we convert it up. Frick! I need to state it as well, because I don't have the new stuff and religious ideas or whatever. I think in the new patch you can core convert territories with religious ideas. Is that correct, guys? Something like that. Okay. Savoy. Place a relative on the throne. Divert trade. Break vassal. Alright. He now shares our dynasty, so that's kind of the big one. We have to PU him and him before the end of the game. Now, we're going to be able to grant Greece all kinds of stuff, because a lot of it is his core. That's Serbian. There's been no funny business, right? No conversions going on? I hope not. Now, this is not Greek core, so I'm not going to be giving him those, believe it or not. We're going to be pouring that and that. He will ultimately have those, don't worry guys, but I'm going to convert Constantinople back to Greece. Make Constantinople Greek again. Make Constantinople Greek again. That's funny. Multi-dimensional humor there, guys. It's both simple, but also complicated. That is definitely Greek. Just checking. You guys know how much I want to kill myself when I make mistakes. Like this. There we go, Greece. So, and Chios as well, Skios. Okay. Good. Now he hasn't done had to deal with much overextension or anything like that. Good. So I have a little bit of a dilemma, and it's that we can't protect Greece from the Ottomans because of the reconquest, so that's awkward. But let's continue on with Ragusa. Ragusa, as long as he gets cultural union, he will fully accept Southern Slavic. And he will get a cultural union because he's in a personal union by just getting 1,000 development. Okay. Now this is all Southern Slavic. Ooh. Glad I checked. Hungarian. So Hungary has spread its culture. That's the one that's going to irritate me. So will that. We're going to convert it back. We're allowed to convert back. And of course there's no need, technically. But that's just how we roll sometimes. We have to convert stuff. Because nobody cares about technicalities. It's just got to be done sometimes. Austria's still expanding, man. And Austria's still got Hungary on lockdown. Due to that, extra friendship they get and so on. Historical allies. Alright, so I want to give that to Raguja as well. I suppose I should have given him the occupations. So I might be fighting this war that much sooner. I should have given him the occupations, but I didn't consider that. Those are not grouped together. And, yeah. Now, while we're at peace, I wanted to check, can we diplo-vassalize the Mams? Might have to hire that reputation, which would hurt a bit, I guess. Trust is fine here. We can't get a royal marriage with him. I might not be able to get it. The overextension is affecting my reputation quite badly. Oh! Great Britain's a valid rival. Beauty, mate! Interesting. So I guess he's becoming more powerful, right? But of course it's his colonies. It's to be expected. Cool. I spoke about it before, but we've so often at this stage of the game I don't have any valid rivals, and not the case here this time around, which is cool. Are you coming back home? You're not. That's embarrassing. Come on, guys. Let's go. Separatism here should be 10 years. It's just the same as here, which I feel like checking already. It's already down to 7. Didn't we take that at the beginning of the last episode? I think so. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going in against Hungary. That trust there will help us vassalize him. And otherwise, we'll try to improve our reputation. Raguza's going to be able to have caught most of this up while we fight the war. That's good. So Hungary, of course, means Austria, which of course means the Papal State, Great Britain, and Sweden. Which we can, of course, handle all of that. No problem. But let's get into position first. I'll have to pull back my lightships. Let's just do it now, as, you know, I have a tendency to forget. That's not true. I never forget. I'm the best. But, you know, I never forget because of that kind of degree of meticulous vigilance. That's what I shall be known for, is meticulous vigilance. My legacy. Yeah, we're over our relations, but killing it on Diplo points and far ahead on Diplo points, so we don't mind that so much. Now, Brittany has the prestige. Let's go ahead and check here. It should just be country development. Brittany is over 1,000. So I'm actually confused. Is it... Does the AI not accept it for some reason? He should technically be... Wait, maybe... There we go. Great Britain's no longer valid. Maybe it is... It does need to be caught up. I don't know. I don't think it should. Anyway, I've got faith that he will eventually. We know he will. Because Spain did. Become Empire Government rank, of course, that's what I'm talking about. I wish I could build a building here, Brittany. Just chuck a super building down there on his capital. I'm going to do the same here. A super fort to Madrid. To ease those guys' lives for the wars. Okay, so I guess we're going to be going back to war, and our prime candidate is going to be Portugal here. Let's go over here and whoop his booty. Oh, the coalition lives. Surprisingly, I didn't realize Austria's not in the coalition. Well, all the more incentive to go in against him. Then we're just going to group up everything and fight this war. Oh, how are you in my territory and not exiled? That doesn't seem quite right. Okay. This is what we're doing. Damn, that's a good Austrian general. So, let's have a look at our culture. Nationalism will allow us to take all of that for half cost, but I think we'll go imperialism because we know we can take all of this stuff. Sure we can. Now let's check Hungary's stuff. He's same tech. Defensive and offensive. Just to prove a point, we're going to go in on the mountains. Take moral of armies there. Oh, he ran away anyway. Never mind. In that case, I'm going to... He's fort level 4. I'm going to use the siege general here. How's our absolutism? 97. It's at our soft cap. And Trent has a strong claim heir. That's unfortunate. Trent. Savoy, I mean. Gotta keep an eye on these guys because this succession tab is down, which is irritating. Alright, so they have even more troops, these guys that we're fighting, than the Ottomans did. It's something we have to be aware of. Now, Austrian forts. Looks like he's got one in Dalmatia, which is a joke. And they're relatively non-existent. Cool. Of course, the Hungarian forts. So, if we're going to convert this stuff, I want to make sure to own it. Oh, crap. I don't own any Serbian culture, rip. Alright. That's fine. We're going to own this fort ultimately, guys. As my plan with Hungary is to actually accept it. So that's fine, but I spoiled the opportunity for perfect culture borders. But of course, it's based off of 1444 anyways, guys. It's not like it's written in stone. 1444 was a long time ago. Some of the cultures are a bit funny in 1444. Mamel. What's wrong with you, guy? Okay, all these forts are easy. That's nice. They're all fort level 2 or fort level 1 in Pest. So the big one, we want to take our Super Siege General. Where is he? There he is. To Vienna, really, don't we? I wonder, is one stack enough to deal with Stockholm? Probably. Let's go get Sweden out, given the fact that I can. We can influence the Crimea, that's fine. You don't get a truce or anything like that. Alright, so with Austria, I'm really looking forward to this one. That is the German region, and it's the German culture, but so is that. So we need to own that. Now, if I take this, that will give us a Venetian province, which will allow us to convert this back, which I think I will do. This is Ragusa's territory, but I need to own some to be able to convert that back, which I think Yep, I will do. I don't know. We'll think about it. And then I'd like to own some Hungarian stuff. Now, the issue, of course, is Great Britain. We're not going to be able to white peace him. So it's a bit rich asking for all this stuff, isn't it? Dang it. What I might... No. Annexing Austria is the equivalent in terms of enthusiasm to 100%ing him. So we should go get Rome out. The Pappy out. That's something we can do. Looks like we ran into Hungary with a 4-4 general. Ooh, damn, that was an epic duel. I'm impressed, Hungary. Bravo. Now, I think that stack was like 56k, by the way, guys. It wasn't 40k like ours was. So ours is not even at the force limit, just to clarify. Not exactly fair. There we go, the Enlightenment. Where did it spawn? Right smack bang in Budapest. Awesome. Feels nerd, man. Feels nerd, man, for the budget monkey. Cool. So, Hungary's going to accept that pretty soon, I would say. Now, is it development that affects the... I know it affects the rate, but is it development that makes the difference here? Let's have a look. I want to study the Enlightenment just a little bit. Is it 30 plus dev? No, but that does progress it. It's progress. Cool. Okay, do we have... No, we don't. Dang it. Let's do this. That makes things easier. For the 10 deploy efficiency. Development efficiency, whatever it is. Alright, universities. So I think you need to embrace the Enlightenment to build those coal things, which I'm excited about. Okay. I'm going to check this here. Oh, that's really highly dev'd already. So is that... Do we have any... I think out here... fairly low dev? Okay, that's basically embraced. Let's have a look at more coal here. We just dev'd up Lublin a lot, which is going to help out the coal. 32A in woods. No university. Alright, that'll do us for now. Take up our military though. Before it increases in cost. how many months will it take here? Next month, I think. Present. Now it's spreading quite slowly. Yeah, I'd really like to move this along if we could, guys. So I'm going to stop focusing my military points at this stage. So let me think here. Our next tech is at tech 26. I already know what I'm going to do. It's going to be my deploy. Because that's what I want to push, dev push, economically, and that's why it's going to start lagging behind. Nice. We have the opportunity to go in against Russia, which I would really like to do. Now that our truce is up. Take extra points here from the estates, which is something we haven't done in a while because we've just been so far ahead. But that is no longer the case. Where's a useless province in terms of production? Oh my goodness, it's so hard to get this up, actually. There we go. Right, now I need to appease the burghers. Maybe I'll regret doing that, what we did. Did I just remove it? Oh, God dang, you idiot. I go to this screen and I can't see straight. God dang it. How about more states? That'd be nice. Fine. We'll go for -5 before increasing costs, and that will allow us to state up the Netherlands. So I think if we state these up, Netherlands is #1 dev. Let's just make sure I know how many we have. 4 more. Holland is next. Nice. So be it. Oh, jeez, this is not working out too well. Trying to appease the burgers. Ugh. Can I do something? Okay. Perhaps I shouldn't have taken those points, eh, lads? What's our next most high dev? Flanders? Good. Tuscany, well, yeah, that's not going to happen. Really? Those 2 are 54. Wow, Tuscany's so badass. Alright, that's going to be it. I'm going to do Inner Austria once we conquer Inner Austria, so yeah, let's just call the stuff up for now. I would like to dev push more, so how can I... Should I just give this to some Netherlands stuff in general? I kind of like the idea of that, but have I given it to every single... spot? It's quite hard to tell. There we go, finding some. I think the answer is basically yes. Right, now I would like to begin, now we've set that up, guys, to dominate the English Channel, or at least our fair share, and that makes the trade game quite simple. So I think what I'll do, in order to get the burgers' happiness, is just call the stuff up and give it to the burgers. We can cancel it later, at a later date, if we desire. But by giving the lowlands as opposed to other stuff to the burgers... Oh, damn. So what does it do to Chinaware? Negative 50%. Oh. For production? Dang, dude. Thanks, game. For production in Dresden. Sick. How high is our production? 227,000. Something like that. 227 ducats per month. The dream. Milan got wrecked by Austria. How are we doing up here? Are we still alive? Making our way down? Yes. Cool, so that seemed a little bit tedious, but I'm going to go ahead and core these up when I can here. Oh, that was just straight up uncored. I'm a dummy. Yeah. Now, the Netherlands was an absolute beautiful state. Absolutely beautiful state, but it actually has no trade in it. Trade tiles. Now, I'll be upgrading these when we're at peace, these markets, and I'll probably spend all my money on that to go up to size 3. I'll consider doing it in other areas as well. But those trading market areas. Okay, Austria takes this province. It makes things a little bit more simple. I can do that, which is even cheaper in terms of war score. Cool. There we go, Stockholm Falls. Fort level 1 falls really, really quickly. It's nice. Yeah, we're going to go for something like this as a peace deal. Who are your allies? Okay. Well, you know what? If we break too many, he will probably ally Great Britain quite easily. If we're not careful. So let's just do Austria, because he's the annoying one. I'm going to send this out to Portugal. I'm going to make sure to open and close the game in between episodes here, guys. And what we should find is that the coalition disperses. All the stuff is going to the burgers, by the way, guys, until the burgers are happy. And then I'm going to dev push again. Some of our provinces to get the Enlightenment ASAP. So this is 63. If Austria's enthusiasm becomes dismal, which it inevitably will, then he should piece us out. There we go. Alright, now let's look at the alignment. Nah, there's no point doing that. I think in some provinces we could dev all the way. So I should focus on those provinces. Like here. Oh boy. Hamburg. Looking good. There we go. I should consider this province. Yeah. Yep. I'm going to build a university there and we'll boost that up. Trying to spread the enlightenment, guys. It's actually smarter to do it at a different location, though, isn't it? I'll do it anyway, because that's so cheap with the textiles. Textiles are boss. We have a manufactory there. I'm not going to regret building a university there or anything like that, but I actually changed my mind already. So with that in mind, if we're going to dev push somewhere else, I should actually buy a university to the other location. It's farmlands like that, yeah. Should be farmlands. Really, one that's not already ridiculously high dev is kind of the way to go. Okay, good. He's not allied to Portugal. Like that with textiles, perfect. Yep. There's already a university here. Good, good, good. All right, I'll be dev pushing Ghent. Big time. It's the lower of the beautiful provinces out here, which just means it's that much more economical. It is spreading here. Obviously, by having +5 advisors, power projection full, and better than average rulers, we have tons of this stuff. I hope you guys understand that. Oh, that's one I should have been able to give away to Brittany already. So I'm spending it now, the monarch points, but we'll catch up big time. I also ticked up both my admin and my military way ahead of time. So it's just Diplo that we're falling behind. We're not falling behind at all. But, you know, in any kind of theoretical sense, it's only Diplo that we're falling behind. And as we have Imperialism CB, I'm perfectly willing to fall behind in that regard. Oh, maybe Hungary will finally become free. I think there's probably some benefit to that if that was the case. We're pretender rebels, but of course any one of my friends could clean them up with no problem. So we'll see. So a lot of Austrians down here in southern Italy. Come on, game. I should have artillery barrage this, I suppose, but that's also something I should not be so reckless in doing if we want to spend these points elsewhere. Of course, we have ticking war score. Oh man, my generals all dying. Oh, back up to 93 though. Army tradition nowadays. Looking good in that regard. Beautiful. Rolling a good general as well. 5-6. Nice. I guess we've been taking a lot of battles nowadays, right guys? Huge colonial wars going on, but the British should be in trouble out there. Dang, we're so bad at sieging. Depressing. If he doesn't take it on 71, I'll just bust it down, which he did. Great Britain actually has medium enthusiasm. So, is it war exhaustion? Not sure why. He's only got 1 war exhaustion. Not sure why at a glance that he's feeling a little bit desperate to peace out. There we go. Corded up everything that I would like to. Fortified it. It got caught upon. And hopefully we can start making some actual admin points now for something. Looking for 63 war score at this rate, it's gonna take forever, dang. Okay, we can deal with that easily. And I'm gonna add some of these to the burgers to make sure that it's above. Try to get the alignment out here so it affects neighboring provinces. I think it's worth, guys. In the late game, you know, these months, they add up. I want to be one of the first nations to accept the alignment, you know? Get things rolling. We have the privilege of doing stuff like that, as I'm not trying to do a one tag and be ultra economical, like just putting our points towards conquering the world and nothing else. So I certainly intend to take advantage of that privilege that I almost never have. These high level forts are what's costing us the war score. Fort level 7s. Dang, that Austrian rule is strong. General, I mean. Let's try to fight it while we've got friends nearby. Like, dang. He's strong. If he hides away instead of fighting on the crossing, that's actually good for us. I was hoping to end the episode on this war being pieced out, but certainly taking its sweet, sweet time. Separatism on this province is at 5, halfway there. Once that separatism is gone, we can convert it and hand it off to Brittany. We've already caught it up for him, so that shouldn't be an issue. And Brittany needs this province as well, which I completely forgot about. So, as much as I'd like to PU Savoy first, there's not much harm in conquering Italy and then handing it off to Savoy later. So there's that. These rebels are surviving, which means Hungary may in fact be free here, considering we just stack wiped his army. He may find himself liberated if our friends don't do anything. Truce is up with France. That's insignificant at this stage because we own all of France. Cool. Nice. Another nice general. 5-6. Looking good. We blockade the coast like that, we can almost peace out Great Britain. Might get caught doing this, but I'm trying to give a war score to the overall war anyway. I don't see his huge navy right now. Hopefully if this battle doesn't last long, we have the option to peace out. He's close, man. Britain's really close. Trying to look for incoming naval battles. There's this big navy. Big scary navy. Okay, so he's just blockading me. Battle of Austria is over. But he's still just fine, it seems. Well, I thought because he wasn't going for us, then maybe we're good. But it's obviously not the case here with the British. Like, he went there instead of engaging us. Can't piece him out. Maybe if that wasn't happening, I don't know. Let's roll a admiral. He currently doesn't have a sea general, but as if it's going to make the difference. But let's try to minimize our losses here at sea. Oh, I think we only lost one ship. Nice. Not bad at all. Oh, this is going to affect the Austrian enthusiasm nicely. Stack wiping him there. Alright, are we finally done, Austria? You even have rebels on your land, but you just do not give an F, do you? It's impressive. Thinking about getting that cheeky blockade again if I can, just for the war score. Was it the exact number? It was. See if we can maintain this until the end of the month. Losing an advisor is never good when they're this expensive. Are you kidding me? He got more enthusiasm from something. Rip, it's my discipline advisor. Let's take some manpower and try to roll another discipline advisor if we can. Aha! Aha! Finally. On that note, guys, that feels good. That feels good. We own all of the German culture group in the world, finally, by the year 1702. And I'm going to sort out this rest of this mess next episode. We now have one over our military leaders, but I might just leave it that way. I guess we want an admiral. I can now finally hand all the stuff off to Ragusa, with the exception of these, because I'm going to convert Constantinople back to Greek. We've got multiple war options, including crushing Russia and feeding Kiev Russia, and crushing Portugal, assuming that this coalition disperses, which I'm quite positive it will. But that will be next episode. I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. See you next time.